Ever wonder what the next great black film will be? The film that will have generations talking and debating for years to come? Hi, my name is Keith LaFrance, and welcome to the Discussions of Black Films, a segment of the Urban Loop where we converse on all things black film. So what is your favorite black film? Did you notice something? The movie that you just said probably premiered about 10 years ago or more. On today's show, we will try to figure out the reasons behind the fact that the quality of black films are dwindling as years go by. We spoke with a few of Norfolk State University students and faculty to discuss the topic at hand.
Have been made. A lot of the times, the movies that are coming out of the African American community are complementary to the music that's coming out of the African American community, which is really just a bunch of junk for the most part. So they make a bunch of junk to accommodate it, and we just don't have the all with all to produce the kind of classic movies, the Diana Ross, the Billy Dee, the Lena Horne type of films. We lack that presence within the community, so they're not the ones that are being picked for the roles that are coming out now, because the roles that are coming out now are really just beneath them. Like, can you imagine seeing Jada Pinkett Smith in This Christmas or anything like that? Like, what African American film in the last 5 years could you possibly see Billy Dee Williams in? None. Exactly. They just don't make them like that anymore. So.
But we have a hunger. Every culture has a hunger to see themselves. Now, we have to work upon them being universal and work upon them giving positive images rather than negative images. But I do think they try to capture the hopes and desires of the people, even though sometimes they lend themselves to the
Interesting opinions from our fellow NSU students and faculty. Now we move on to the Academy Awards. The Academy Awards is considered to be the most prestigious honor bestowed on an actor. But have they represented and paid honor to the black actors in a substantial way? Here's what our students and faculty had to say on that matter.
The Academy is a very small group of folks who vote on what they like. And it's not a large group of people doing it. And so I am surprised when a black person is nominated. And I'm really stunned when a black person wins. It's not our event.
You have to be at the epitome of this craft to be nominated in the Oscars. I've seen people who are less talented than pretty much every woman that was in For Color Girls. The acting in that movie was phenomenal. Now, I will say the story was not the greatest story in the world, but when it comes to acting, I don't see why any of those women shouldn't have got, best, even nominated for Best Female Actress, and it was clearly skewed to a specific group. So Denzel is deemed to be the best. On top of that, he's in the circle, so he's universal. He's opened that box. Will Smith is also universal. Now, he's also in the circle, but he hasn't really gotten his Oscar yet. And I'm sure he'll get one of these days. He's done great movies.
And so you can't wait to get your forehead stamped by the Academy, because you will be sorely disappointed.
Those were some good points from our professor and fellow Norfolk State students. Now we move on to a conversation on how we can improve on the quality and quantity of black films. What is the main thing that black filmmakers will have to do to improve the state that black films are currently in? Check this out.
Understand, we must do the best of our craft. You must not try to present what you think white America wants.
I mean, I've never seen an African American go out in space. I've never seen a sci-fi African American movie. Why can that never happen? So when we're writing things, I think the ability to create something, to write something that is new, you have to be more broad. You have an open mind, to have a wider range and a genre of films that you do.
Made it because that black audience will come in and see it, and we also get a crossover. Langston Hughes said, "When will America be America?"
Well, that's all we have for our show today. Remember, in order to improve the state of black films, we have to broaden our horizons with fresh, new ideas and take chances. I hope we've inspired some filmmakers in the making to create that next classic. Until next time, I'm Keith LaFrance.